As Oklahoma inches closer to its first medical marijuana dispensaries opening for business, a major issue facing the industry is how to handle the cash. The legislature was told it doesn't have the power to fix that.
Medical marijuana-related businesses have a hurdle that most companies simply don't face anymore. The business is nearly all cash-based. The problem is that the federal government still considers marijuana to be illegal. Because it regulates the banking industry, many banks will simply not provide services. Herb & Mother is a CBD shop in Oklahoma, but as the medical cannabis industry develops, its owners plan to move into that space.
We're hoping that we can keep CBD in the same building where the THC is sold with the medical marijuana, but if not, we'll need another facility. But yes, we do plan on going in that direction.
Mary Najjar is aware of the necessity of working by a cash-only basis for medical marijuana.
As far as the cash, yeah, there's just going to be a lot of cash, a lot of setting ourselves up to be robbed or, that's just dangerous.
Oklahoma's banking regulators and associations recognize the issue as well.
Under federal law, marijuana remains illegal and is therefore a violation of the criminal statutes for a bank or credit union to bank funds related to marijuana.
While it is technically illegal, banks can still make the choice to provide services to marijuana-related businesses.
If they choose to, but they must file Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. They must file suspicious activity reports in compliance with the Bank Secrecy Act and marijuana-related activities.
Mick Thompson told the Joint Legislative Medical Marijuana Working Group that they plan to warn banks which decide to offer services. While the state might not prosecute, they have no protection from federal prosecution. Congress has to take action to relieve the issue for banks.
The only solution to this problem is to change marijuana from Schedule 1 to Schedule 2 or 5 preferably. That's the good news, if we could get that done. The bad news is that the Oklahoma delegation is unanimously opposed to doing anything that would make marijuana more easily accessible.
Even the Oklahoma Tax Commission, which has an agreement with the State Department of Health to collect the taxes on medical marijuana, is working on ways to accept the cash payments.
We are set up to accept electronic payments, though we don't expect many. We are set up for the reports to be filed electronically so we can share them easily with the health department. And we are making arrangements and expecting large payments of cash.
To pay the taxes in cash, the medical cannabis industry will have to submit payments to the Oklahoma Tax Commission's headquarters in the Capitol Complex. With only one location where business owners can pay the taxes, Tony Maston expects issues to arise.
We are looking to have just being straight up a mess on our hands. We're not set up to have 500 people walk in at 9 o'clock on the 20th of the month.
While a solution isn't expected anytime soon from Congress, Oklahoma's medical marijuana industry will move forward just like in the states, which already have the industry in place.
I think it's reasonable to predict that if there are not traditional, legitimate banking services available, that the money will flow somehow.
That prediction is right on track. For example, Greenline Security plans to step in to help Oklahoma's medical marijuana businesses handle its cash.
There's currently a vacuum between state and federal law right now. We're hoping to come in and fill that vacuum until the laws catch up with the will of the people.
Chris Collier says the security firm will provide vaulting services as well as security for transportation of the cash and for the medical cannabis businesses themselves. But it is not a bank.
We know that the model of vaulting the cash and protecting it as private property stays completely legal and compliant with state law and federal. We're not a bank. We're not offering any banking services. We are simply protecting the private property proceeds of the dispensaries and grows.
In the meantime, the industry will have to find ways to safely handle all that cash.
Definitely have security. We definitely have bars on the windows. We already have great security now. But yes, we would definitely beef it up. We would have to.